Hey guys, so in one of the beginner lessons I talked about a few basic strumming patterns you can use to get started. Today I am going to speak about a few basic picking patterns that you can get started with. Um, Picking is just rather than strumming through all the strings, you're just really doing one string at a time. There's several reasons you might do this. One, just you might not be able to find a good strumming pattern that suits the song you're doing, so you might try just picking out some stuff. For instance, when I do the ABC song, I don't strum it out. I just do a real simple. That's the entire song when I do the ABC song, and I just change chords from there. But I'm always just plucking those strings, and it just really serves the song, which is what we're looking to do. Oftentimes, if you're jamming with people, you want to just kind of lay back and not be strumming everything out really loud. Just kind of pick some stuff out. But whatever your reasons, here are 4 different strumming patterns to get you started. The first one I'm going to call the country pattern, and you'll see why in a second. I'm going to do everything on a C chord here just to keep it simple. So when you're picking, or at least when we're getting started here, this is the way I do it, and you can get started, learn this, and then if you're not comfortable, you can switch to different fingers. But we're going to use the thumb for the C and the G strings. Kind of your, what you call your lower strings, I guess. And then your pointer finger is going to be on that E string, and then your middle finger will be on that high A string. So the first one, like I said, I've called it the country pattern. You're going to be doing your little thumb pluck, and then you're going to pluck the A and the E string together. And what you're going to do is alternate. So you do the C with the thumb pluck, and then the G pluck. So it's kind of like this one on a C chord. And I call it the country because it's doing that what's called a 1-5 bass line, which most, at least traditional country songs, that's like the bass is going through the whole thing, that 1-5 note. It's a little bit different on the uke because your G is tuned up an octave. So like on a guitar, that would get much lower down here, but it still sounds cool. Back to the G chord. So that's a fun one, especially if you're doing country songs, which sometimes you end up doing on a ukulele, especially if you're jamming with folks. So that is the country pickin', is what I've just deemed it. I don't know, but I'm gonna attach some tabs to all this stuff so you can see what I'm talking about on paper. Some people like to learn that way. Anyway, the next 3 I kind of borrowed from. They call them banjo rolls. I play steel guitar a lot, and steel guitar and banjo all do a lot of rolls. So I guess they originated on the banjo, but I'm gonna do real simplified versions of those. This first one is called the forward roll, and again we're gonna do thumb and then pointer finger, middle finger. So the forward roll, you're going to start with your thumb on the C string, and then you're just going to go straight down. So these are called triplets because you're doing 3. So that's the forward roll. And then the next one is the backward roll, which is just the opposite. So you're going to start with that middle finger, and then the next one is alternating. So you're going to do thumb, pointer finger, and then thumb, middle finger. So it sounds like this. So that is alternate picking. And those are the 4 that I'm going to get you started with. We can certainly dive into some later, but those 4 will get you a long way. And then you can use them in combination too. You know, you don't have to play the entire song in a forward roll. You might mix it up. One chord you do in the forward roll, next one you do the backward. But those are 4 good picking patterns to get you started on that. So I'll talk to you guys soon. See you.